Alrighty, welcome back to the Contagious League. And the first thing I want to do, because I keep forgetting to do this, is unlocking my blueprints. So I'm going to do a good solid pair of tan gloves. Okay, sure, why not? And my understanding is that you get a limited number of these. Is it each week? If it looks like it's going to go on and on like it did before, then I'm probably just going to... I'll stop here at some point. Okay, so these are basically different color versions of things that we could otherwise already make, which is fine. It'll be useful when we get to the point where we're mostly concerned about the aesthetics of our base. Oh, there we go, some yellow pants, why not? Okay, this last one, super fan sports gloves. Okay, great. Well, we'll go through and we'll pick up some more in each episode moving forward. Now, down here, this is where we left off last time, this convoluted mess that we have down here. I'm not at all happy with it, but again, it is all temporary. But one thing that I was thinking that we could add here, just to make sure that we don't run into overpressure issues, we want the chlorine to be able to leak back down here. We want... Oh, that's right. Yeah, I wanted carbon dioxide down here. So if we have an overabundance of chlorine gas, we can always put some of it into a gas reservoir. So there we go. So what we got to do now is take a... What am I looking for here? Ventilation. Let's take a gas pipe. Let's run it up along like this. Not real good there, Michael. Okay. Let's go ahead and run him over like so. And so some of the chlorine gas will get pumped down here. Some of it will run up there into that. And we'll just kind of play it by ear. But yeah, let's go ahead and roll with that and see how much I have screwed that up. Meanwhile, down here, I can't remember now. Have I fixed the issue with the... I don't immediately see a problem. Maybe I fixed the issue over here in terms of the gas leaking out. In any case, let's go ahead and turn things on here. We've got him powered down, which is fine. We don't have any immediate need to be going into that area right now. We're going to clean all this up at some point. Frankie the Rancher under skill point. I'm pretty sure I'm at the point right now where I could give him improved carrying. Now, I don't want to get these guys above 12 just yet. I want to make sure that our morale is in better shape first. Not that our morale's not in fine shape, but I just don't, you know, I need to be prepared for contingencies, basically. So we're going to watch them do this a little bit. See how the gas situation, let's go ahead and select gases here. See how yeah, this is all chlorine now. We really need carbon dioxide down here. So I was kind of hoping that we get more than one guy down here doing the construction. I guess we have two. We had Bert the plumber and Nails the builder. Okay. Alrighty. What do we got going on here? A new blueprint. Okay, we could get some gold. We could get some thimble reed seeds. We obviously don't need gold because we got a gold volcano. We have the thimble reed seeds, which might be useful. My food situation is fine. I could take on another... I could take on... Well, we already have one pay. I could rename her. Cooking, researching, and building. Let me pause for a second here. What do we really need from a skills standpoint? What we really need is suit wearing. That's really the only thing. We will eventually have all of the engineering done. So suit wearing. Let's take a look again at you. Nope, neither one of you are great for suit wearing. I'm going to take the thimbleweed seeds, and we got 10 dupes. We're fine. I don't want to start going too quickly anyway, because I am obviously in the part of the game that I'm less comfortable with, and I need to be thinking things through rather than racing through things. And incidentally, I'm perfectly aware there are all kinds of build guides and things on YouTube to make more efficient versions of all these things. Perhaps in time I'll start to study some of those, but for the moment I just kind of like blundering into things myself and creating these awful looking contraptions and then learning from my mistakes. And we're doing okay here. We got this area, no filter selected. Well, obviously I need to select a... Okay, so I've got the chlorine. I want the unbreathable gas. I want chlorine to be the filter here. And let's just watch our overlay here. Okay, why is... There we go, okay. Alright, perfect. So we should be clearing the chlorine out. Oh, this needs to all get built, okay. We need to clear out the chlorine from in here and need to get this little critter here some carbon dioxide. Now, meanwhile, what I also could do, since I realize now I dug out the wrong tile, so there's no way to turn off this gold volcano. At this point, I suppose I could actually just go ahead and it says idle. I need to research it. Is there slime lung there? Or there is not. Okay, so I could dig out all this. I'm actually not going to dig this one right there out because of the polluted water. Okay, so I could dig out all that. Then what I really need to do is I need to get my heat under control down here. If I'm going to dig out this volcano, there's going to be some serious heat ramifications, and that's fine actually, because what we can do down here is I can figure out a way to connect this chlorine gas into over here, and then we could run a tunnel directly over here so that we could dig out this slime and run the slime over into here, where we can see right now we've got, if I turn on the germ overlay, we got no germs down here, including all this slime, because of our chlorine gas. So at least the decontamination here, the de-germing chamber, that part of this is working perfectly fine. So I dig out this, I'll make a tunnel so that we can conveniently get over here and drop off the slime. And so there's going to be plenty of heat down here. This will be a good place for the slickster to live. And then we can set up another power chamber down here with more, maybe more, what are these things called? Cold generators to produce more carbon dioxide down here. So that's possibly a longer term solution to do. For now, I'm actually going to change this to priority 4 because I don't want to do this just yet. I'm just thinking ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to work here. So if it doesn't work out that we're able to do anything with CO2 here, if this just doesn't work in terms of getting us some CO2, well, it looks like we're getting a little bit of CO2 to show up down here now. So that's good. This needs to get built, guys. Somebody needs to build that thing. Okay. We'll give this a few minutes to work. If the CO2 works okay, then we'll leave this going for a little while. If we're having real trouble maintaining CO2 over here, then we'll go ahead and go to an alternate location for our slickster. And meanwhile, yeah, I probably should, at this point, start looking at what I'm going to do for insulation here. I'm going to turn this whole area into insulation. I think I'll... okay, where's that happening at? Oh my goodness, get out of there, guys. Okay. I cancel all this. Cancel all of this. I set it at priority 4, not realizing that our diggers were naturally going to run down there and start doing it anyway. Okay. Should have thought that through better. Okay. Back to here. A little bit of CO2. Got our gas pipes here working. Okay, got our gas reservoir ready. Okay, definitely better now. Okay. Slime lung, there we go. Somebody got slime lung. He got it from breathing germ-filled polluted oxygen. Is he one of the guys who has the trying to remember which one of these things I look at to see his... Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the trait that makes him more susceptible to germs. Okay, so anyway, so there we go with slime lung. It's fine. We can live with one guy having slime lung. What we don't, as long as we keep the germ... Whoa! Okay, are you guys washing your hands when you come out? I guess this is why they're going to be getting slime lung, because they're spending an inordinate amount of time over here in slime lung area. That's fine, just as long as you wash your hands when you come out. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So obviously now to be able to build this part down here, we're going to have to be... Oh, I just realized. Yeah, we got a problem here with our pitcher pump. We'll have to set up an alternate pitcher pump over here for now. That will work just fine. And from our... Well, we still have some polluted oxygen in here, and that's annoying. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to disable him for the moment because we don't have any chlorine in there for now. So what we got to do is we got to filter out the polluted oxygen as well. So what we could do for the polluted oxygen is, since this is now turned off, we can go ahead and take out some of this. Actually, I don't want to delete those. I just want to delete the one in the middle, I believe. Nails to builder. Skill point, nails, you are at 8, so we can afford to give you another point, but there's nothing you're terribly interested in, so I'm not going to. Not just yet. Somebody's happy. See, this is, he's sparkle streaking. Look how fast Ashkin is running around right now. That's what good morale will do for you. Okay, there we go. So now I need to build my new... Where is it? Gas filter? Right here. Building a gas filter, turn it around like so. So now we want the polluted oxygen to follow a completely different course, which is going to be... What do we want to do with the polluted oxygen? Let's run it. Polluted oxygen. I guess I don't really need to do... I don't really need to do it along the wall there. I can go... Except I do need to do it. Okay, this is good. We're going to make this like maximum convoluted. This is kind of fun. Seeing how messy we can make this look for right now. Then we're going to bridge over and jump over there. And then we're going to send that polluted oxygen. Where's a good place for our polluted oxygen to go? Let me take a look here. Where do we have some good... Send it over here. Got lots of polluted oxygen down here. I'm going to go ahead and build more. Build another deodorizer down here. Power it. Beautiful, and by beautiful I mean incredibly ugly, and that's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and run the rest of this convoluted mess up like this. Boom, perfect. Ah, it's mwah, chef's kiss. What a work of art that is. We're turning our base into a Rube Goldberg machine, basically. And you obviously need... Need to get some settings there, okay. How are we looking on debris? It looks like we got our base pretty well cleaned up right now, so that's good. Yeah, we have really no debris anywhere. We got our water situation not exactly under control. Okay, so now here's what we got to do. Let me take a look here at my F5 and my F6. Okay, so right here, I got to be careful when I dig these tiles out. Make sure I don't deconstruct the liquid pipe as well as the tile. Row in the versatile, okay. So you row in the versatile. Let's give you improved carrying. We'll give you the orange hat now. Very exciting. Now the guys who got... Oh, this is bad. Oh, they just need irrigation. Never mind, not a big deal. Okay. The guys who took damage from getting burned down here, they will heal over time just by sleeping. So I'm not going to do anything special in the infirmary to heal them up. I assume I can do something to heal them in the infirmary. Our stress is fine. Okay, I want to get all this working. All this built up here and all this built down here, and watch it run a little bit. The only issue is going to be we may end up having some idle dupes while I'm watching it working. I'm at the point where I want to do less in the way of multitasking. I want to make sure I finish one thing before I move on to the next. This slime lung here, it's going to last for 4.7 more cycles, so I guess it's a 5 cycles total. Which is obviously bad, but we're fine. We're not running out of food. Our heat situation, let me just make sure our heat is... where's my heat? F3, okay. My heat is getting to be a little bit of a concern around the edges, but it's okay. We're fine. We'll, oh, okay, so down here now. We need to get these tiles built. Come on, Nails the Builder. Okay, very good. Meanwhile, down here, we are almost done. Just make sure my germ situation is still looking good. We don't really have the encroaching slime lung germs that I worry about, so that's good. Okay. Just need to get that filter built here, guys. We already have our... Where's the bridge? I don't see the bridge. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, it's kind of hidden. Okay, so, yeah, that's right. We might as well continue doing our research here. I was just doing everything along this column. And now working my way back up this way. That's fine. Don't see any reason to prioritize any particular technologies just yet. Come on, guys, chop chop. I do want this to get built. Okay, so yeah, so Pei and Joshua, they just need some couple good nights rest, and they will heal up nicely. Okay, this has all been built now, so I can go ahead and deconstruct that tile. Let's go ahead and put our ladder here. We're at 86,000 food, so we're still doing fine from a food perspective. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and risk deconstructing more than one at a time here. I don't think there's really any... In fact, I can do all of these. At this point, I can do all of these. No, I can't. I cannot deconstruct these. I got to make sure I get this one. I can deconstruct him. I've got to make sure that that tile gets built before I deconstruct that tile right there. Otherwise, all my water will pour down into there. Attribute increase. We got athletics for Ari the farmer. That's good. Come on, guys, get this built. How's our... Yeah, we're still... Okay, we're going to have to turn this back on again. It'll get jammed up right here until we get this built, though, so... Even though we're turning it on here, it's not really going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot just yet. Yep. So everything's jammed up right now because there's because it says pipe blocked. Here we go. We're getting it built. We want to turn this into polluted. This is breathable gas, polluted oxygen. Oh, my mistake. I forgot to run a wire to him. Get that wire prioritized, please. Meanwhile, up here, we got to get all that built. Need to get all this built. We don't really know when the next eruption of that volcano is going to be. Okay, here we go. So now we should be watching. I'm going to slow down to normal speed here. We want to watch the polluted oxygen come down this way. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Because it's only chlorine coming through here. That was dumb of me. Okay, yeah, the polluted oxygen, I gotta actually figure out a different way to get the polluted oxygen over here. I knew I was screwing something up. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to rework our pipes here. We need to pull out the polluted oxygen from here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the okay, let me do this. Let me deconstruct right here. And I'm going to turn this off for now. Deconstruct. Nope, not nope, sorry. Cancel deconstruct. Disable. Actually, no, I don't have to cancel this just yet. Okay, so if I have 3 gases and I come through here and I filter out, here's what I need to do. Right here, I need to run. Yes, I do need to delete these. Okay, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to run our gas pipe like so. So we're going to filter out the gas pipe, deconstruct that, and then we're going to put in a gas pipe like so. Okay, so we're going to filter out the unbreathable gas, the carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is going to come through and go directly up to here. The non-carbon dioxide is going to come out here. This is going to comprise both polluted oxygen and chlorine gas. The chlorine gas will come out this way. The polluted oxygen will go up that way. So that's what we need to do. Okay, I think we got this figured out. Food decaying, but we're fine. We're doing okay for food. Got lots of people sleeping. I haven't paid much attention to the hatches up here. I'll take a look at them a little bit later. Thank you to those of you who commented on this new critter drop-off, the new functionality that they just added that is related to how the ranching operates. Okay, so now we need a new ventilation. We need a new gas pipe right there. Okay, so build that. CO2 will come out up here. Build this, and then chlorine will come out over here. The polluted oxygen will flow. I think we got this figured out. No gas output. There we go. Okay. All right, now we can turn this back on. Enable building. Okay, very good. Now, let's watch this. This is going to be absolutely beautiful. We got chlorine. We got all 3 gas types. So here we go. The CO2 is working its way back up here. That's what we want. We've got both chlorine and polluted oxygen coming through this way. That's chlorine. That's Oh, yeah, no, that's what we want. We want chlorine to go this way and that way. We want polluted oxygen to come down and around and up and over. Beautiful. Perfect. And then once it gets the sand added, We're going to start converting all this polluted oxygen to oxygen. Okay, so we're good. Things are working swimmingly over here. Let's just take a look at our gas situation. We got a little bit of CO2. So our slickster here, he's inhaling. He's looking for food. He's satisfied. And he's, I guess, urinating oil. And how much do we have down here? Not exactly a ton of it, but we'll get there. This all needs to get built, guys. Come on. Okay. I can speed things back up. Oh, we got Nails. Wait a minute. Nails the Builder. Where are you? Why are you so unhappy? It's because your slime lung is not affecting your morale, or your stress, but the sopping wet is. Okay. Well, can't be helped. I've got a massage table waiting for you when you get to 30. Which ought to happen pretty soon, it looks like. Meanwhile, we got our germs continuing to be under control down here. Interesting. Somehow we got some food poisoning down here, but not going to worry too much about that. We got research complete. Oh, we got new printables available. Okay, let's go ahead and do our research first. We've got... I need to figure out how to do these canvases. I've never actually done a canvas in this game before. Or must be painted by a duplicate. I'm assuming it's the same... Who's our decorator? Wait a minute. Who's doing our decorating? Oh, Lindsay the artist, of course, yeah. So Lindsay, I presume, will do the masterpiece painting. Okay. All right, so research, did I select it? Yes, I did. Oh, this will be nice. Okay, so home luxuries, comfy bed. So what we got to do is we need to start getting some plastic. We need plastic in order to set up comfy beds, which once we're ready to do that, I'm going to have to enlarge the bedrooms over here, but that's fine. We can do that. But the other thing to consider, more important than the comfy beds, I want some plastic ladders, because plastic ladders, if I remember correctly, you can climb up ladders much faster with plastic ladders. Okay. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know this. Home Sweet Home survived 200 cycles. Print 12. Okay, so we need 2 more duplicates for this. We need to build a great monument. I don't know what a great monument is. Well, we will figure it out. We'll get there eventually. Meanwhile, I do need to choose a blueprint here. Balm Lily, building, operating. Nope, we still don't have any suit-wearing wannabes. How are we doing from... We actually have some oxygen down here. Plenty of CO2 here now. So he ought to be quite happy. I think I can actually disable this for the time being now. He ought to be happy for the time being. Hypothermia. Okay, sorry about this, Nails. You have really kind of... You're having a hard time, aren't you? You got slime lung, you got sopping wet, and you got hypothermia. His stress is at 30%. He's going to go hit the massage table here. Right? There he goes. Let's slow it down so we can watch him actually get his massage. Look at that. Oh, now he's a happy camper. Stress ought to come down here a little bit. 29%. There we go. Okay, so the massage table part's working. That's good. Meanwhile, how are our damaged, our wounded Sims doing? Can't even see them right now. Maybe they're healed up already. Yeah, I don't see anybody who's wounded, so that's good. Okay. Down here, well, we're back to being filled up with chlorine gas. So in other words, we pretty much have to keep this running nonstop, it looks like. Now what I could do is I could set up some automation so this runs whenever it detects chlorine gas. But it looks to me like it's pretty much always going to be detecting chlorine gas. I could put the... I got to figure out a way to get polluted water into these liquid reservoirs here. I don't currently have any plumbing running to them, do I? I do not. So we don't really have much over here, but we could start taking polluted water from other sources and start... I think that's actually a pretty good idea. I think we're going to do that. So let's go ahead and get a ladder built to here. And let's start pumping this polluted water. Do we have slime? We do have slime over here. We're going to dig this out like so. Wait a minute. How do I want to do this? I don't want the polluted water to spill out over into this area. So actually, so here, cancel that one. Nope, can't cancel that one. Dig that one out instead. Okay, hypothermia. Somebody else got hypothermia. That's fine. What does hypothermia do to you? Hypothermia gives you a -5 to a bunch of your skills. That's fine. We can live with that. Okay, so now back to this. We need plumbing. We need a pipe, which we're going to run maximum convolutedness. Love it. And then we need to power it. How is our... we look at power here. This circuit is doing fine. We can throw a little bit more into this circuit. Okay. Yeah, we don't need the... we can disable the disinfect down here. Copy settings. These guys don't need to be disinfected. It'll happen naturally because of the chlorine. Now we're back to having lots of carbon dioxide here. I'll tell you what we can do. Let's go ahead and do some automation here, because automating is fun. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a... We could do an atmosphere. No, not that. We want a gas. I think I'm going to actually do a cycle sensor here. So we're going to have this run for half the day. That's how we'll do it. Let's go ahead and get our automation wire going here. I think if this runs half of the day, that will be fine. I could automate it to be detecting chlorine up here, but I don't know really exactly which tile to do the testing. The chlorine kind of floats around a little bit. Okay, so we got all this built. No, we need that one right there built. So Lindsay, the artist, is now the most stressed out of anybody. Okay, that's good. Now we can go ahead and deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. I think that'll be okay. And we can deconstruct this. And then that will let us build that tile right there before we deconstruct that. So should be okay there. Our liquid pump here is looking a little bit floaty. We'll do something about that in a minute, but it's not a high priority. I think maybe I'm going to put another deodorizer right there. So if there's any oxygen, let me take a look here at our, if any actual oxygen finds its way down here, it's going to end up getting pumped out into here. That's fine, because there shouldn't be very much of it. Okay. Slowly but surely, we're making some progress here. I'm being very careful, obviously, with the slime lung and with the various endeavors that we've got going on right here. We need to set up Operation Volcano here pretty soon, and Operation Power Plants. So we want to set up some power plants down here, I think. But I need to clear out the slime first. We also need to get this polluted water out of the way. So maybe after we do all this, we'll clear out this polluted water over here. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was continuing at regular speed. Let's go ahead and speed things up again. I actually can't really believe that this is working as well as it is. I figured I would have screwed something up over here. We do need to hurry up and get this stuff built, though. Come on, guys. I thought that Lindsay, the artist, earned a skill point. Okay, let's give her... I think construction is always a good backup ability to have. Oh, there we go. So somebody here... Pay the digger. You are wounded. Your health is at 91. That's fine. And here's the other one. Joshua the doc. His health is at 91, but with bed rest, he gets 25 per cycle, so... Oh, somebody's above... Come on, Nails, you need to get massaged here, buddy. Where are you at? There he goes. There he goes. He's getting massaged now. Got a Draco here floating around. I'm going to prioritize the automation here. We're wasting energy, I think. Yeah, pretty clearly. Meanwhile, we are at least getting some decent oil down here. Oh, I know what I needed to do. I need to figure out a good place to set up. You know what? I probably don't want these oxyferns down here, do I? I mean, they are producing a little bit of oxygen. Yeah, I guess I do want them, actually, because we've got plenty of carbon dioxide to feed our slickster. Okay, I'm going to go back to slowing things down a little bit here, because I need to look up refinement. Okay, so we need to convert crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. And then... What converts petroleum into plastic? I don't see it here. And I would think it would be under refinement. So let me go in here into research. And let's look at plastic. Okay, what? I guess it's only looking at the names of items. Nope. Okay, here we go. Converts. Okay, a polymer press. So we have not researched the polymer press. That's going to be the next thing that we want to research. And meanwhile, we need to figure out then a way to set up a little oil refinery and plastic factory. Okay, so let's set this now to activation time. The time of day the sensor should begin sending a green signal, and then we want it to run for half the day. Okay. That should work just fine. We can adjust that later if need be. Our food situation, we are slowly losing food, so that's something to pay some attention to. Getting some of the buildings built over here, so that's good. Some of the pipes built. Need to get all this done though, guys. Come on, chop chop. And where is going to be a good place for us to do? This is going to be the heated area all down here. So this is a good place for our power plants to be. Like I said, we want to do, let me go ahead and exit out of that. We want to do plastic manufacturing next. Okay. So down here is going to be a good place for our power plants and for our plastic manufacturing to happen. From a heat standpoint, we need to get... We're still fine, actually. We're doing okay. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this now. And actually, do we have any... We don't have anything built over here along this wall, so we can actually just go ahead and use our X to take all of those out. We should be golden. Actually, you know what? This is dumb of me. Cancel this. Cancel that. Let's just do our insulated tiles right there. Attribute increase. Row in the versatile. Got some athletics. Okay, at this point I better stop giving new building orders because they're falling too far behind. So we're going to have to start figuring out what to do from a water perspective. Now we do have this water up here, but we've got to cool it off somehow. Now one option that we have is to start digging into the frozen biomes, the cold biomes, and get some snow and ice and use that to help cool things off. I think that's actually probably a priority. So let's go ahead and get a storage bin down here. A couple storage bins. We'll put our ice that we dig up down here into these storage bins. Better make sure. It's been a while since I've done any harvest. Oh, somebody else got slime lung. That's bad. Okay, who got slime lung? Lindsay the artist. Okay. All right, well, that's going to be 5 cycles for her. Anyway, back to here. Okay, we're doing fine. Joshua the Duck got a skill point. You're at 12, however, so I'm going to not do any more with you just yet. Okay, then we're going to be able to build I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to do... How's our temperature here? Not exactly sure where I'm going to run the insulation. Whether I'm going to run it down here or here. Guess it would be right here. Okay, guys. Uh-oh, power. Our batteries died. Something to keep an eye on. I guess we're... Let's go ahead and turn you on for the time being. We got some natural gas here that needs to get... needs to get pumped out of here. And presumably down into here. Very good, okay. Pipe blocked. Are we over... Yeah, we're over pressure. Okay. Alright, well, that's fine. Under pressure. Okay, let's keep building over here. I didn't pay attention. Oh, why do we have natural gas over here? Where is the natural gas coming from? What on earth is going on? Bert the plumber, okay, you're at 9. I could give you a little bit more, but there's nothing that you really love, so I'm not going to do it just yet. Where did our natural gas come from over here? You know what? It was already here. It's because our... It's because our coal generator battery is sufficiently full. Okay. It's because of the absence of anything else. That's why the natural gas is showing up. Because the air pressure here, this is practically a vacuum. As low as the air pressure is. If I look at the... Yeah, I can't really... I guess there's not really a gas pressure overlay, is there? Okay, so obviously he doesn't need to run anywhere near that much. Going to lower it to 1/4 of the day. And meanwhile, how are we doing, Lindsay the artist? Are you going to get massaged? Oh yeah, you're already up there getting massaged. That's good. Okay, let me slow things down for the moment. Research complete. Polymer press and oil well. Okay. So that's going to be our goal for the next episode, I think, is to start setting up our manufacturing area down here. But I want to get this all done first. Let's go ahead and speed back up again. Our stress is back under control. What do I have? Yeah, I've got you set at 50. Let's set you at 30 also. There we go. Break-ins at... Nah, we might as well leave it at 0. Okay. Yeah, another high priority is to rejig our power. What I'd like to do is I'd like to set up an area on the left side and the right side where we can start setting up a more systematic power system. But I got to get this all done first. This is actually taking a lot longer than I expected it to. Okay, so now, yeah, so now we see other gases replacing the natural gas on that overlay. Printables are available. Choose a blueprint. Ooh, okay. Huge, huge. Pause. I need... How am I going to do this? I need to get the Paku right here. I can drop this tile right here, deconstruct that tile, and then, in fact, I want to prioritize this, 9. And then when that's deconstructed, I also need to deconstruct this. When those two are deconstructed, I can take the Paku. The Paku, I believe, will flop down and fall into our water right here. That's 1. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works. Choose a blueprint, Paku, print. You guys gonna flop this way? You are indeed. Very good. Let's watch them flop down here. Whee! Okay, there they go. That is awesome. Love those things. These are good food. They are eating our algae, however, but that's fine. That's going to be really good source of food for us right there. Okay, that's a good way to round out this episode, I think. I'm not going to end it just yet. I would like to get this stuff built, guys. Come on. Let's go ahead and prioritize this. Actually, these two don't need to be 5. This stuff needs to get prioritized a little bit higher. And I'd kind of like them to access via that ladder instead of climbing up this way, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. We have less than, well, like right there we have a kilogram. Yeah, a little bit more than a kilogram. So we got a couple of kilograms of crude oil so far. I know that's not very much, so it's not like we're going to be making tons of plastic just yet out of what that slickster is providing us, but it will help us to set up the basic foundation of a plastic factory. Dormant, he's going to be 63 cycles away from erupting again, 29 cycles away from erupting again. Is this slime over here? This is not slime. Interesting. So we could actually come over and start accessing this this ice and snow. Did we build our where are we at here? Yeah. So like here we're going to do, we can't do it yet, but we're going to do ice and snow in these buildings. In those, excuse me, those storage bins. Do you get, you do get sopping wet even when you're in oil? Or maybe you got that from being up here in the polluted water. Okay, one of our, I think it was Nails the Builder, his slime lung has been cured. So that's good. Yep, he's looking happy now. How is he on? He's still at 25% stress, however, but he's probably sopping wet. No, he's not. Oh, he's got slime lung antibodies. I didn't know that existed. This duplicate recently recovered from slime lung and is temporarily immune to the disease for another 2.2 cycles. That is good to know. I did not know that was a thing. Okay. Oh, I'm regular speed. No wonder it's taken so long. Alright, guys. Guys and gals. Let's get this working, and then I think that'll be a good place to wrap up this episode. How are you doing down here? You're doing much better. I can disable you again. I could set up more automation over here. In fact, I think I will. So now what I want to do is pause it here for a second. I want to do a gas element sensor right here, and then an automation wire like so, and we will have this unreachable build. Okay, let's fix that. We will have this try to detect natural gas, and when it happens, we'll turn that gas pump on. Okay, almost done here. Since you guys decided not to build that ladder, and you've already got everything else done, I'm going to lower the priority on that. At least they can stop being sopping wet for the time being. Same thing down here. We've got everything except this one tile built. So we should be just about done with the sopping wet. We should be watching now polluted water coming down in here. You know what I just realized? This polluted water doesn't have any germs in it, does it? It does not. I didn't even need to do this. What we really need to do is set up a water sieve. So that's going to be... So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... Refinement. I'm going to put these things here just to remind myself. I need to set up a water sieve. I need to set up a polymer press. And I need to set up an oil refinery. Those are the three things that we need to get set up. They're just there as a reminder for me. This is obviously not where I'm going to be building them. So we can take our polluted water out of here once we know it's got no germs in it, which obviously it won't have any coming from this source right here because this doesn't have any germs. We'll send it out of here. We'll figure out a place to set up our water sieve, maybe over here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then we will create some good clean water out of it. Now it's going to be hot water in some cases. Right now the water over here is at 32 degrees. We'd like to get it cooler than that, but up here in particular the water is much hotter. So we're also going to get some ice to help cool down our water, I think. Okay. So we got ourselves a plan. We've got ourselves a Rube Goldberg machine over here that is decontaminating all of our germs. So that's good. We'll be able to start digging out more slime lung next episode. And then we're also going to figure out where to relocate the Slickster. Okay. All right. Well, we got plenty of work ahead of us. It's getting to be quite the adventure. And then, of course, this is going to start getting automated as well. All right. Well, anyway, I think that's all I'm going to do for this episode. Still got to figure out what to do about the hatches. Still got to figure out what to do about the Drecos. No shortage of things to get to work on. But we'll get there in time. So thank you all so much for your comments that have been very helpful. I hope you don't find my playing to be too frustrating, because obviously I could be way, way more efficient if I learned through asking experts. But I kind of have fun enjoying at my own speed and making mistakes and then learning from my own mistakes. And so hopefully that's not too frustrating for everybody else. But anyway, enough rambling about all of that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.